A look from above, the incredible city. And as they...
Hey, Kevin.
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Teague out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here is Holiday. The kick out to Teague. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. And it's blocked by Simmons.
But the reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Thybulle. The layup missed.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Holiday finds Middleton. Back to Holiday. Here's Giannis. 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Lopez.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Harris's shot is good. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Giannis right side. Right at the free throw line. That shot off. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Joel Embiid.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And stolen by Thybulle. Here's Green. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The agility from Green when he goes inside is impressive. I mean, his fluid motion gets him to his shot.
Giannis outside. It's stolen by Green. Deflects the pass. Shoots. The shot missing. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks trail by 6.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Green, the pass to Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Holiday.
I mean, look, every year Harris looks more confident. He goes through stretches where he can dominate.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Harris. Seth Curry comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxi's subbed in for Hill. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Now, here's Maxey. And good that time.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Giannis with it. Pass to T. Back to Antetokounmpo. Passes to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Philadelphia leading by 6. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. And Howard with the stuff.
It's hard to know what to do in these situations. Look, Howard is intelligent, and he always knows where to roll to the right spot.
Holiday to the inside. And it's sent back by Howard. And he recovers it. And here's Giannis from outside. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Giannis to end the run, and he lays it up and in.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Maxey, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Philadelphia in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the Raptors back in 2019.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Howard. Maxey out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Milton in at the 3. 5 on the clock. Howard kicks to Embiid. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
The 76ers leading by 8. Curry passes to Howard. Count that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Bucks. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Giannis drives in, and Giannis throws it down.
Look, and when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
And here's Maxey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
Here's Giannis. 6 points for him. Pass to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. No good on the 3. Philadelphia leading by 8. Milton with it. Outguarded by Giannis. The kick out to Scott. The pass to Howard. That one goes in. Howard's got 6. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Inside, here's Middleton. Rebound by the 76ers. To the middle. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Showing off that athleticism. Harris is more than happy to slam it down like this.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Middleton takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Back to Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. Taken away by Holiday. And now it's Teague running. He can go all the way. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Now here's Simmons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the Bucks making a change here. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Teague. Holiday against Simmons. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Holiday, no good.
When he forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And you can make a coach panic when you take a 3 on the break, but as a good shooter with nobody on him, he's got to take that shot.
Now here's Thibault. 17 seconds left in the first half. Here's Embiid. Off the left rim and out. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Forbes. Both free throws good from Forbes. Here's Holiday. To the paint. Ball stolen. Gets it off. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center. He'll get into it with the
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Teague out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3.
And good to see the hustle from Middleton here. He's a good partner to have on the break, and he's quick to get up the court.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Howard draws the double. Stolen by Middleton. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Giannis kicks to Middleton. Feeds to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Giannis against Simmons. Howard drives in, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And the momentum Howard has moving toward the rim, at times, this guy is unstoppable inside.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Holiday dishes to T. The kick out to Holiday. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
It's stolen by Harris. One-on-one here. The feed now to Embiid. Good work there as it goes. Embiid's got 6.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And it's Antetokounmpo.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Pass to Simmons. This is to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. He's got 10.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Jeff T. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Antetokounmpo inside. Scott's there. Middleton the pass to Portis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
Curry with it. Now, here's Maxey. Howard trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Maxey. And the 76ers lead by 10. The Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. It's stolen by Milton. Now the 76ers on the break. All going up court. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks trail by 10. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And he commits the intentional foul. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Connaughton passes to Portis. Over Howard. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
Well, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Curry. Portis can't get it to go. Fast break, Philadelphia. Jumps up. And Curry with the stuff.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And so it's Philadelphia, sitting with a comfortable lead. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Teague left side. Shot clock at 3. The drive by Giannis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Harris finds Embiid. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Middleton outside. Now Teague. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
The 76ers leading by 14. And here's Embiid. He kicks it to Harris. Outside, Green. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons on the wing. 4 on the clock. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Here's Teague. He dishes it to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Outside Teague. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Simmons. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The pass to Korkmaz. Hill kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to Embiid. Lopez with the block. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Green. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. And stolen by Thybulle. Embiid with it on the wing. Harris. Back to Embiid. Harris outside. Here's the 3. Here's Thybulle. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let up. And, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Harris kicks to Simmons. Thybulle, the pass to Embiid. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win
for the 76ers.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Howard.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Lopez dishes to Holiday. Off target with his three. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
They get it back. Howard kicks to Harris. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Back to Thibault. Here's Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Howard. It's good on the putback.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
The shot's good from Lopez.
And the jumper Lopez possesses is lethal. I mean, so smart at knowing when to take these shots.
Knocked loose. So it's the 76ers winning this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. One of the most beautiful structures. And with pregame.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. John Collins is out there with Tony Snell. And it's Young. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Basket counts. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Not
here he comes.
That was amazing. And look at the elevation.
And the amazing moves of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand.
Now, here is Young. All alone. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young looking it over. Now the dish to Bogdanovich. Inside. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Capella. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
On the wing, Green. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Pass to Snell. Young outside. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Capella. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. To the right side. Snell finds Capella. And stolen by Harris.
And, you know, you could see him bait him into that one. He was just waiting on that pass, and as soon as it came out of the post, he was all over.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
Here's Bogdanovich after Ben Simmons' bucket. Here's Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Harris. Seth Curry comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey's subbed in for George Hill. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Curry. And there's the lay-in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Williams passes to Gallinari. And he banks in the layup.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
Here's Maxey. Howard draws the double. And it's Scott with the jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Gallinari. Second chance effort. A reverse. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Okongwu. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The 76ers leading. There's 37 seconds left in the first. A shot by Milton, no good. Here's Williams. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
On the wing, Scott. Pass to Maxey. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1. He kicks it to Gallinari. It's hauled in by Harris.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, leading by a point. Live from Philadelphia. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically...
And not a whole lot that he can do. Once Howard is in position for the dunk, you might as well start jogging back the other way.
Here's Dunn. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back was his impressive vertical.
Outside Curry. Pass to Maxey. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And yes, it's good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
That one goes. Count it. Maxey's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Dunn, and it's sent back by Howard. And he's able to get it back. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Here's Dunn. Drops it in from 11 feet. Dunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, this is where Dunn's best, shooting the jumper.
On the wing, Scott. Passes it to Maxey. Now Howard. Curry looking around. Just 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Gallinari. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for the 76ers. Young outside. Outside Bogdanovich. And the 3 off target.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
Simmons against Young. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Hill kicks to Green. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Simmons, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Harris is checked in for Hill. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Korkmaz. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Lou Williams is checked in for Tony Snell. Simmons looking it over. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Young, no good. The 76ers leading by 5. Harris passes to Embiid. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And stolen by Simmons. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Embiid.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
Here's Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Young against Simmons. Young's shot is off.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
Off the inbound. No good on that one. And so we wrap up the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 steals, and 1.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Capella kicks to Young. The pass to Snell. Young inside. Guarded by Harris. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Young.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Harris outside. Here's Embiid. Tries again. hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Embiid against Young. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bojan Bogdanovic. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Young outside. Up again. Ben Simmons with the rebound. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Howard. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hills subbed in for Simmons. Dunn, he's checked in for Atlanta.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Maxey's subbed in for George Hill. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Looking to end the run. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And Okongwu finishes it off. Okongwu's now got 6.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Milton the pass to Scott. He dishes it to Howard. Second shot opportunity. Scott kicks to Howard. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Back to Dunn. Pass to Huerter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard.
Off the bounce, Kevin Huerter is one of those guys who can surprise you with the speed.
Both shots good from the stripe.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. And here's Maxey. Dishes it to Howard.
One thing scouts knew about Chris Dunn coming in, he can guard both on the ball and in help situations.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Milton, the feed to Howard. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Fires it up. And it's Howard again missing.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter. He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
The 76ers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Mike Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hills subbed in for Maxey. Here's Williams. Capella trying to free himself up. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
George Hill, you know, he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend ones or choose one of those players who can fit in on any team in the league.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. Williams' shot is off. Here's Green. Count that one. And the 76ers lead by 15.
This is something Danny has been working on, putting the ball on the floor and taking it strong.
Bucket is good. And so it's Philadelphia looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Hawks, Leonard at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Lou Williams out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And the shot goes in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Williams scanning the floor. Feeds it to Hunter. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Aggressive inside. When Hunter attacks, good things happen. Love the initiative.
And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Young's checked in for Williams. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Back to Thibault. Goes back up at the top of the key, Embiid. Green finds Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot, and it falls over the rim and in. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Just another shot in his arsenal. Tobias with the mid-range jumper.
Young is double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the 76ers with the ball. The 76ers leading by 13. Harris passes to Simmons. And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Simmons with it, working on Collins.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
And Young, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid. And the first one drops. And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Snell's checked in.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Lets it go. Again, Philadelphia.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Bogdanovich looking around. Over Thibault. And he can't bank that one in. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Alinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. Back to Simmons. Now Thibault, the dish to Howard. Pass to Simmons. For 3, Harris. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Young lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Passes it to Harris. Howard finds Simmons. To the middle. Now here's Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Thibault, the pass to Harris. From deep three-point range, but they get it back. Outside for Simmons. Here's Thibault. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Hawks trail by 13. Here's Snell. That shot is off. 76ers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Harris outside. And it's Thibault in the corner. They get it back. Out to Harris. Right side Simmons. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Snell. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the 76ers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ben Simmons.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight. Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Hill. And the pass to Green. Left side Scott. Back to Green. Pass to Tolliver. The 3 from Hill. That one doesn't drop. So Philadelphia wins it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage. And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving at the point. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game here. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Simmons looking around. And that one drops.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
And the rejection by Embiid. And he gets it back. Jordan finds Harden. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Harris, good.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Irving attacking. And there's the pass to Harden. Now Irving. Harden right side. Launches it. Another miss by Irving.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Now Irving. And he makes good on the layup. And that ties it up.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Simmons inside. Defended by Durant. Simmons passes to Embiid. Over Durant. Embiid's shot is good.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Harden against Green. Durant with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Harris against Irving. Harris's shot is good. Harris has got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Harden can't hit.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Buries it down low.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Nets trail by 3, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times.
this man is always in attack mode.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Maxey. .52 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Luwawu. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And here's Maxey. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him. Comes up empty down low.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Curry gets the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Here's Maxey. And it's good, 2 points.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. 76ers lead. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Green. Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Luwawu in at the 3.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Outside Irving. The shot comes out, and Philadelphia the other way now. Maxey passes to Curry. 76ers moving the ball around. Howard kicks to Milton. Passes it to Scott. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Brown. 4 on the shot clock. And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Curry's shot is good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 6. For 3. Offensive rebound. And Green is right there.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Maxey. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Griffin. Here's Brown. That one a little long. The 76ers leading by 4. A shot by Milton, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Griffin controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
And Philadelphia calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Embiid, no good. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Harden. Durant's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example.
Oh,
Young fella.
DeAndre Jordan's athleticism is simply unreal. You want evidence? Go check out his posterization of Mr. Brandon Knight.
To stop the run. The putback. Brooklyn with the rebound. 1:19 left here in the second. Here's Durant. Rejected by Harris.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
And now the 76ers on the break. And Green gets it to go. Green's got his first 2 points.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Johnson kicks to Harris. Back to Johnson. Harden surveying the D. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the 76ers with some changes. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hills subbed in for Green. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Claxton's checked in. The 76ers trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Back to Harris. 29 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. KD, that's for 2. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Durant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harris has got 6.
And really that driving lane exists in part because of Harris's ability to be a sharpshooter from deep.
From deep, Harden. The shot that time, not on target. So that'll be it for the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie John. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that'll do it for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Up top, Embiid. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Clock is at 3. Harris finds Howard. And the rejection by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Durant. Back to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Howard against Harden. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Harden's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nets. The 76ers trail by 5. Harris outside. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Irving for 3. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 6 points.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Embiid dishes to Harris. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 8 points for him.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Outside Irving. The feed to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And Jordan sends it back. An even 3-on-3 break. And the jam by Harden.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
And that one's good, Simmons.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
1:56 left in the third. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
To the paint. Here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Ahead, the finish, and then Durant with the dunk.
With his length and his size, how easy does KD make that dunk look?
And the 76ers call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxi's subbed in for Ben Simmons. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. Brown the pass to Harden. And hammers that one down right in the face of Mike Scott.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
At the elbow, Griffin. This one for 3. The tray. And James Harden hits from deep. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Milton. And Griffin sends it back. Howard, good. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Harden against Curry. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Now, here's Maxey. And it goes down 2 points. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. The 76ers trail by 9. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5, down low. Embiid, no good. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. It's stolen by Milton. Goes up. And the dunk by Embiid.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded. Durant for 3. Green with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Korkmaz. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And he gets it to go.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed, look out.
Irving against Hill. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Harris comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Here's Thybulle. The rebound by the Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to KD. Back to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Drills the 3-pointer. And it's a 10-point Nets lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
KD looking around. Out to Harris. And the pass to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Claxton the pass to KD. No good with the wing jumper. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist from Tobias Harris.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Johnson dishes to KD. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Dwight Howard with the timely bucket. Go ahead, Big Sir.
Nets leading by 4. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Simmons. Yes!
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moments.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're leading by 4. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Green's checked in. Connects from three-point range.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving with the ball. So it's the Nets picking up the win. This was all right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. Giannis against Simmons. And Giannis gets it to go. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
On defense, Milwaukee. Harris, right side. Harris draws the double.
Well, some credit to Holiday there on the defensive end. Hand up to contest the shot.
Pushing it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Harris finds Green. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid with the steal. And it's Simmons penetrating. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
Giannis inside. Guarded by Harris. Giannis against Harris. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Simmons. Thybulle, the pass to... Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Back to Embiid. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And here is DiVincenzo. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Here's Maxey. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Middleton kicks to Forbes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tucker. That shot misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Here's Curry. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Will it go? And it's Connaughton missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Howard against Portis. Pass to Maxey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks. Then for the 76ers, Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Curry. The pass to Portis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Hill with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Got a hand on it. Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the basket is good.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Holiday. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Ben Simmons. Shake Milton comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Seth Curry in for George Hill.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. Down low and stolen by Scott. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And the Bucks with possession. Curry attacking. And they pick up 2. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Oh, Middleton in position. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
Now, Antetokounmpo, he has 6. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The wide open look here for Holiday. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
That's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Lopez against Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. To the inside, Portis kicks it to Tucker. Passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Tucker. For the three. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Harris finds Thibault. Here's Embiid. And stolen by Portis. Fast break, Milwaukee. There's the lob to the hoop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Forbes the pass to Portis. He kicks it to Tucker. Over Harris. Tucker can't get it to go.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And Green is right there. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Well, not a road runner with his speed, but Green really has an understanding of how to execute and get wide on the break.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Forbes, and the rejection by Embiid. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now the 76ers on the break. Green with the ball. Here's Korkmaz. A rebound by the Bucks. It's stolen by Hill. And so that's the end of the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And we know that Joel Embiid is one of the best centers. And
happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
On the wing, Green. Pass to Thibault. Simmons against Giannis.
And sometimes you have no chance.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Bucks making a change here. Teague's checked in. Outside Holiday. Pass to Lopez. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Misses the three. The 76ers leading by 7. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Simmons with it. Outguarded by Giannis.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 9. And Holiday throws it down.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The pass to Thibault. Howard draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simmons. Up again, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
They are just killing them on the interior.
On the wing, Holiday. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Middleton. Misses from short range.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Got to admire the hard work by Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
The 76ers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Jeff Teague. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz checked in for Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Dwight Howard.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard's checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. And Maxey subbed in for Korkmaz. It's stolen by Milton. Left side Curry. Milton with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To the left wing. Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. 4 on the clock. Scott inside, guarded by Tucker. Can't cash in from close range. There's the lob to Portis. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry's shot is off. Bucks trail by 10. Here we go, 1-on-1. There's the feed to Tucker. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And here's Maxey. He's got 6. Howard at the elbow. Inside. And that one's good. Maxey. And it's 8 points for Tyrese Maxey.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Here's Forbes. Up and in on the layup. 50 seconds left in the 3rd. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 8.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Forbes, the pass to Tucker. Back to Forbes. Stolen. Now the 76ers on the break. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. 15 seconds left in the third. DiVincenzo with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Middleton finds DiVincenzo. The putback. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defended by Thibault. And he makes that one. Middleton's got it back down to single digits for the Bucks.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Good D by Lopez. Buck shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Middleton with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Just 3 to shoot. Holiday dishes to Lopez. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. The 76ers leading by 8. Simmons passes to Harris. Makes it off the glass.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Outside Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Thibault up top. Defended by DiVincenzo. That one is good from Joel Embiid. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Holiday against Embiid. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Howard comes in for Danny Green. And it's Korkmaz in for Matisse Thybulle. Here's Korkmaz. Passes it to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. And they double up Simmons. Over Giannis. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. Top of the key, Harris. Pass to Korkmaz. Back to Harris. Got a piece of it. Lopez against Simmons. And an intentional foul right there. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Korkmaz. Giannis dishes to Lopez. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again.
The D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Here's Lopez. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Now Harris. Outside, Simmons. It's deflected. Taken away by Holiday. Ball going up court. Middleton with it. Picked up by Harris. That one falls.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Pass to Simmons. 1:07 left here in the fourth quarter. Embiid finds Howard. They double team Howard. Back to Embiid. The 76ers need to get off a shot. That's good from Howard on the assist by Embiid. Howard's got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
And here's Harris from the arc. Outside for Simmons. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was... The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down to business.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, D.A. Thanks. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, they've got John Collins. Young is up there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Here's Young. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Over Simmons. Young, no good. One-on-one fast break, and Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Embiid, the pass to Simmons, and the shot goes in.
Can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit on these kinds of looks and just plays right through the contact.
Young against Simmons. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Embiid. Nails it from the high post.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Young outside. And stolen by Thibault. And here we go. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Williams comes in for Young. Now here's Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. Thibault kicks to Harris. 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Embiid. And a wide open look for Simmons. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Howard, great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
The Hawks trail by 4. Williams looking around. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Sliding his way inside. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Maxey passes to Scott. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Maxey passes to Howard. Banked in off the glass. Howard's got his second basket of the game.
Imposing his will down there. Howard feels like he can score anytime he wants from this area.
Outside Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 6.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Howard in the post, and it's blocked. Molinari finds Williams. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. It's all knotted up.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter, Clark, in the time. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we spoke with Joel at
from Africa at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Curry. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then there's Hill, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Young outside. Rebounded by Howard.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
The shot's good. Hilton's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Bogdan Bogdanović, he's checked in for the Hawks. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Atlanta on D, trailing by 2. Embiid. And stolen by Dunn. And laid in to finish the break.
Tell you what, the length of Dunn really creates problems for the opposition. He's so good at getting his hands in the passing lane and coming up with steals.
Simmons against Collins. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. That one on Collins. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Capella trying to free himself up. Young's shot is good.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Simmons on the wing. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Here's Young. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
Here's Young. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Outside, Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. He feeds it to Embiid. Back to Harris. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Then for the 76ers, Korkmaz comes in for Green, and George Hills subbed in for Ben Simmons. Young's shot is off. The 76ers leading. Here's Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Here's Bogdanović, and Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green left side. Here's Simmons. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Really like the attitude from Embiid. I mean, he's sending a message that you better put a body on him. When you don't, he does this.
Green against Young. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Harris inside. And that one drops for him. Harris has got the lead back up to 7 now for the 76ers.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
And so it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And this talented 76ers team, they are loaded in their starting five. And
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Tony Snell. Clint Capella is out there with Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the 5. Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And, guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Embiid trying to break loose. Howard misses.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
He hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
That's a mistake they cannot afford to repeat very often. I mean, you can't leave him alone like that. He'll torch you.
Simmons inside. He's guarded by Williams.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
The offensive rebound, Hunter. Gallinari passes to Williams. Clock at 6. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Man, he's excellent off that pick and roll. A dynamic score. Defensively, you've got to play Williams to score the ball in that situation.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. To the paint, here's Howard. Rebound by the Hawks. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Great positioning on the putback.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Outside, Simmons. He dishes it to Howard. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Oh, good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Williams gets the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
1:52 left to play in the third. Snatched up. Here's Embiid. Howard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 5.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Lou Williams. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Atlanta calls timeout. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Hunter comes in for John Collins. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. Lou Williams is subbed in for Dunn. It's Williams with the drive. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. Philadelphia leading by 5. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Williams double team. Gallinari outside. Pass to Okongwu. Shoots over Scott. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Maxey passes to Howard.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
For Philadelphia, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Gallinari hits them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now, here's Maxey.
I see you.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The 76ers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And just like his brother Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. It turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
And you know what? We're watching exactly what the officials are seeing from the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus. We've got the time right here, so they're making sure they got it right.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. George Hill out there with Korkmaz, and it's Green in at the 3. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Collins checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Huerter. Philadelphia also making some changes. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Hill. Capella trying to free himself up. Shots good from Young. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Simmons passes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Bogdanovich. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Snell. Now the feed to Collins.
Well, this is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Up top, Simmons. They get it again. Embiid against Collins. Knocked away. Fast break, the Hawks. Bogdanovich finds Capella. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Over Embiid. Outside Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Simmons with it. To the middle. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. He gets that one.
Yeah, terrific effort there by Young. Really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of him.
Bogdanovich against Simmons. Over Young. And he could not get that one. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Simmons inside. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
Young looking around. Bogdanovich with it. Now Green defending. Here's Capella. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And here's Young. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. That one's rebounded by Embiid. pulls up on the wing. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Atlanta with the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Clark.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. And for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Down low. Here's Green. Nice move. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that one, good. The Nets on offense. Harden outside. The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Here's Harris. Tips it up, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got his second bucket.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. No good from Irving. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size.
Oh, that was something else.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, that's just terrific patience from Irving. Outstanding at filling the D inside and literally forcing their hand.
Both free throws good for Irving.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Simmons against Durant, and it's Simmons penetrating. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Harden against Green. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And the basket by Harris.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Irving for 3. And the Nets miss again. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Green finds Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Harris.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Griffin passes to Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 6.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. Harden comes in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the 76ers, Mike Scott's checked in for Ben Simmons. Seth Curry comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. Nets trail by 4. Here's Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. He competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
Curry on the wing. Back to Milton. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Brown the pass to Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Look, nobody takes more contact than Harden inside. Nobody's better at scoring through.
To the inside, Howard. Second chance shot. And that one hits back iron.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Milton the pass to Curry. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Harden left side. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
Milton with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 8 points.
Well, Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't mind.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
We've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the two-guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here's Maxey. Covered by Irving. Count it. Good. 6 points for him. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Curry against Brown. Harris outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
It's been absolutely amazing to watch Harris mature. I mean, physically, he can handle the pound.
Now, here's Irving. D right on him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 12. The 76ers leading. Now Embiid. 6 points for him. Curry is inside. He's covered by Brown. Curry gets the bucket.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
Durant kicks to Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Then for the 76ers, Danny Green, he's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry, and it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Luwawu. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And Simmons slams it in.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
A shot by Harden, wide open. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Harris, good.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Harden against Green. And Embiid with the block.
Awesome timing on the rejection. Embiid, the big fella. You don't want to bring it in around this guy.
Got a piece of it. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Simmons passes to Thybulle. To the paint. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Embiid trying to break loose. No good from Simmons. Back to Embiid.
Is there a more entertaining player in this league than Joel Embiid? I mean, on the court, he's a 7+ footer who can do it all. Off the court, no one better on social media.
The free throw drops for Embiid. So he gets them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
KD passes to Harden. Johnson kicks to Harden. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Harden. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And that one's good. Green.
Running the floor beautifully in transition. I like when Green makes himself a target.
Nets trail by 9. High post, KD. Simmons is there. Here's Harden. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Harden's got 10 points.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you got to say ouch to that.
Now here's Simmons. 10 points for him. Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got the lead back up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
And so it's Philadelphia.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points and 2 rebounds. Let's start. And
if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Hill is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward spot. Feeds it to Griffin. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Griffin's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Brooklyn. And is going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And James Harden subbed in for Bruce Brown.
Are you kidding me with that pass? Okay, Kyrie, that one made my day. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
The try by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The 76ers leading by 5.
Yeah, and all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jed, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. And he makes you pay for sending help.
Irving can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Howard, the pass to Thibault. Outside, Green. Here's Simmons, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Nets trail by 9, and an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. The shot by Curry, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 7-point differential. And Luwawu gets it to go. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Harden left side.
The bearded one's mid-range jump shot, money. I mean, he has a great feel for when to shoot from there.
Milton the pass to Curry. The dish now to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Green up on top. Harden surveying the D, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Maxey.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 14.
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
On the wing, Scott. Passes it to Milton. Now, here's Maxey. Covered by Irving. Back to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Irving's shot is good.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Maxey. He's got 8. The kick out to Scott. With 1 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Look, I appreciate the effort from Irving. You like seeing him.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. 76ers lead by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Some changes for Brooklyn. James Harden, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. The 76ers also with a sub. Embiid, he's checked in for George Hill. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Harden outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, he's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
Irving's checked in for Tyler Johnson. Harden hits them both. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And here now is Thibault. Simmons on the wing. Embiid inside. He's against Jordan. Back to Embiid. Over Jordan. The second effort. That one is good from Joel Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 2. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. To take the lead. And Embiid pulls it down.
Oh, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
A nice shot by Harris. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Irving dishes to KD. The feed now to Jordan. Some solid defense from Harris.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Stolen by Harden. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, Durant wanted the ball in that situation, and he got it. Great killer instinct shown from him, and he gives his team a huge score.
Harris against Irving. Harris dishes to Embiid. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
KD drives in. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Stolen by Harden, and now we've got the intentional foul. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the 76ers. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Embiid against Irving. Outside Durant. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Count it.
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
Simmons passes to Harris. Back to Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Demonstrating how valuable he is in the clutch. Simmons is calm, cool, and collected in these moments.
Here's Harden. Harris. Oh, the power on that throwdown. Wow.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Simmons passes to Howard. Count it!
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
Irving looking for an opening and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his 4th foul of the contest. 32 seconds left in the 4th. Harris outside. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. He dishes it to Embiid. Good!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Outside Irving. Puts up a 3. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They seem to relish their role as